Nobody's online yet. Here I am. There we go. Hello. I know somebody just jumped online. A couple people. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. Let more people jump in with us before we begin. It's a beautiful day out. Another beautiful day out. I'm grateful for that. Welcome. I hope everybody's doing well. Maybe getting outside, getting a little fresh air. I have determined that I'm going to have a vegetable garden again this year, so I was online looking at all my different options. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to grow. It's not a very big space, about 4 by 8 actually, so, but I have a couple other options around the yard that I might be able to cultivate a little and throw in some extra things. I think I want to grow some beets, some multicolored beets. I love the golden ones, and there's some little striped ones, and I love beets. So I thought I might try to grow some. I've never grown them before, so I'll do that, and a little kale maybe, and a little spinach, and I think some herbs are going to show up in the boxes on my deck, and our deck, I should say. So it's going to be fun. And I love to cook, so it's a good opportunity. Hey Daniel, good to see you. So I did go ahead and decide on just sticking with 2:30 every day for these. The other option was 6 o'clock, and I figured that people who watch later, many are watching later, can pick it up after the 2:30, but then the folks that have been tuning in earlier and tuning in for the 2:30 would have to wait and probably record it. So I figured we'd just stay where we were and dig in, and we'll just keep doing it. So the views look great, so like I feel like a lot of people are catching us, and I'm happy with that. That's my intention. My rule is I'm practicing and you all are invited. So I'm sitting every day at 2:30, and I'm going to turn on this little camera, this little recorder, so we'll do it together. Let's wait just a few minutes. You can use this time to kind of anchor yourself in the present moment. Let some of the other thoughts from other times, past and future. Let those settle where they belong and be here now. Show up in this moment. So if you have any questions about meditation, maybe you're new to this, or maybe you're not new to this and stuff comes up during your meditation time and you want to ask about it, certainly you can message me. I pick up all the messages for this page, these pages, I should say. So I will answer anything. So if you have a burning thing that keeps coming up, or something specific that you are trying to address in your meditation, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer. I've been doing this for a long, long time, so I've been there. So hopefully I can help to answer your questions. So drop them in the comments field, or send me a message directly, or you can always email me. It's urgenpawo, urgyenpawo @gmail.com is me. So you can always send me a message and I will, as always, respond. So let's kind of begin here and talk a little bit about what we're doing. If you're brand new to this, don't worry, you won't mess it up. I promise. Our focus while we're sitting is not to escape. It's not to get out of the moment of reality, to escape, whatever discomforts we're feeling, but instead to find an abiding and calmness in the present moment with what's going on. That is key. So we are, I won't say hardwired, but conditioned to distract ourselves, and often when a thought arises, we follow it, whichever direction it may lead. If it's a thought of the past, we are then off in the past and lost a bit, thinking about that thought, picking it apart, noodling it over, and we'll catch ourselves 10 minutes later and, oh my goodness, I've been off somewhere else and lost track of my focus of whatever I was trying to do. Same with future. We may have thoughts that lead us into trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future, or trying to control what's happening in the future. And that's not our purpose here. It's not to deliberate what I've done wrong. It's not to deliberate what I can do right, but simply learn to be here and be present. And we're retraining our neural pathways to have a response that is anchored in our present moment, our present situation. And it's difficult to sometimes think about, this moment really being the only moment that's active, the only moment that's alive for us. And it's not so much that it's a moment that long, but this whole expanse, this whole experience is our moment of experience. So we often feel, the spaciousness of our presence. So you need to be patient with yourself if you're retraining your mind, and not scold yourself. It's not about wagging our finger in our own face and telling us we're not good enough or not worth it, but instead know that we all have this innate ability to become awake and aware in this present time, where we can be actively engaged and have good repercussions from our awakeness. So remember, it's not how many times that you get lost or distracted, but how many times you come back that matters. So I say this is like playing catch and release. So we catch ourselves in that moment of distraction, aware that we are distracted, and then we come back, release ourselves into the present moment, right here, right now. Take a load off. So let's begin our meditation. And I like to start with 3 bells. We can allow that sound and vibration to call us into this room, call us into our bodies and everything that we're experiencing in this moment, and call us into this practice together. Posture and breath are very important, so straighten your spine. Not too tight, not too loose. Just sit upright so that when we breathe, we can breathe fully into the full expanse of our lungs, allowing the belly to move out as we breathe in. So take a few deep breaths with me, through your nose if you can, and into your lower belly. That first breath, hold it for just a moment, pushing out, pushing down, anchoring ourselves in that breath, aware of the sensation of holding the breath gently, and then completely release. Breathe in. And release. Third time, breathe in. And release as you need. With your eyes closed, find yourself aware of the sensations of your physical body. Start with sight, even with your eyes closed. Be aware of the light and color behind your closed eyelids. Not trying to manifest anything or see pictures or figures. Simply just be aware of the sensation of sight. We can do the same thing with hearing. Simply letting sounds be sounds. No need for us to react to the sounds that we hear. Entangle ourselves with emotions or fixations. Simply be aware of the sensation of hearing. Do the same with smell and taste. can be aware of the physical sensations of your body, maybe some achiness, or even comfort against your seat or the seat back. Aware of any mental reactions to that discomfort. Catch it, label it, and release it. And we're aware of all the arising thoughts, watching them arise, seeing what they are. Catch them, label them, and release them. No need to follow them into another time. Now is the only moment we need. Right now, right here. This precious experience. So just sit with natural body, natural breath and energy, and natural heart-mind, the curiosity to just watch. So just breathe and just be here now together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti means peace. We ring the bell. We want the experience of peace to be everywhere, with everyone, without exception. So, but we start with us, and we're patient and present, and we shall persevere. So, I hope this is helpful for you. Sit and find your presence in this moment. Patience with yourself, training yourself to just be here, right now, as needed. And when you need to take a break, a Netflix break, or a walk in nature break, just be mindful that that's what you're doing. And try to keep your thoughts, your mind, your physical experience in the present. So with that, have a great day. Get outside, take a deep breath, take a walk, pet your pets, hang with your people, even if you have to FaceTime them or Skype them or send them a text or make a phone call. Just be together. We are all inseparably interconnected, even while we physically distance. We are socially and mindfully connected. So, sending you love, and we'll see you tomorrow.